The Catholic Scholarship Program, first of all, invited us for a week to prepare us to go for that capturer, experiential learning. They created awareness in us. They made us to be aware of what we are going to do, that we are going to work with NGOs, and in so doing we shall discover where our interests and potentials are, and in that we were prepared. Also, they did not end on that. They equipped us with the skills by bringing in people who talk to us, that possibly you will be involved to write a report when you come back, and therefore we had to know what exactly was required of us, required of me, and the others the same. They also somehow prepared something small for us, that was the off-pocket. In other words, to be prepared for the journey, and they were assured of the transport, we were assured of that off-pocket which they gave us, that was to facilitate us. That's what they told us, to add us on our own some financial to support ourselves there.
Okay.
And with that kind of preparation, I was also eager to go out there and see how Kapchora really is, how are these Sabines, how is the land. I had just been hearing how the place is called. Okay, you see, when they told us that we are going to Kapchora, it was not straightforward. They told us there were 2 places we were going to go to. Then we kept on asking, which are those places? The first day they did not disclose it to us, I think maybe for their own reasons. Then the second day when we were in the session, they said they are in the north, Gulu and Kapchora. My first thing was, I have to go to Kapchora. I cannot manage north. Why? Food. What is the stable food of Gulu? I'm not so sure. But I believe in Kapchora there must be matoke and some Irish and others. So the others will cater for themselves. But I feared of the weather. I said, it seems it is rain and it is hilly. But that's not a big problem. I'll go with jackets, I'll go with sweaters, I'll go with gumboots. So that was it.
Okay.
And then eventually, it was brought, the papers were brought, you register in one of the places. I registered in Kapchora. It was a very big challenge of the clan elders, whereby they had their own beliefs, misconceptions. This should not be done, you should not go there, this and that. So those were blocking. Like, they still believe in that women should be inferior. The women should not take up roles in society. So some, especially in the villages, when you went to Kweni and Buko, you would really feel this, that the women still feel that they cannot, even when they had some burning issues against their right, they would not come out. That was a challenge, because they still value their clan leaders.
When I went to P7, I found out that most of the children in P7 were pregnant. And those who were pregnant, I took time and I sat with them. I sat with 2 of them, because these 2, they are the ones who told me that others who are pregnant are not around, they have not come to school. Then, when I sat with those 2, really, they told me that they got pregnant, but they never wanted the pregnancy. Then I asked why. They said, it is because they are chasing us away from home. Is it true? Then I asked, is it true that they are chasing you away from home? They said, yes, for us, once you reach 11 years, for the parents look at you as a mature, a very big person.
One of the challenges was the weather. Very early in the morning for us, the sisters, we had to go for Mass. Mass was always at 7, but we had to go for our morning prayers at 6:30. But 6:30, the feet are too cold. You feel like you want to go back in the bed. And the sunshine comes out at around 8:30. So even that time, you don't feel like going to the other NGO where you are going. It is too cold, even if you put on sweaters. It is too much. Sometimes it could go even up to midday when you are feeling you're in that kind of. So that was a challenge of the weather. Okay, not necessarily go back to Capsula, but even in my own communities where I am, I realize I should be a promoter of human rights. And many people are ignorant. Even myself, before I was ignorant of my rights, but now I'm aware. So I believe I'm a right from even here in the school. I started off when I came back from Capsula. You have a right to this. You have a right to education. You have a right to your parents. You know, like in these first schools, we have a challenge that some of the children are from single parents, whereby if child is staying with the mother, the father is denied the right to come and stay. Unless it is the right of the child to have both parents. So I go ahead and say no. The mother should not. Okay, they had their own misunderstandings, but you are not part of that misunderstanding. You have a right to stay with both parents. So you can choose either this week to go this way or the other week to go the other side. I also feel I should challenge the girl child who feels like physics is for boys, sciences are for boys. I mean, if they have me as a role model, then they would know that, yes, we can go in for this subject. I feel that. If I only end at the bachelor's, there are very many men who are going in for masters. They will always think, I think the thing is difficult is for men. But when they see me, like in Mount St. Kills here, where I am in Namagunga, when they see sister is doing a master's, not a master's in a religious education, but also a master's in of science in physics, they feel challenged, and then that will, I feel it will motivate them to go. I will be like a role model.